G'day guys, how are we? Got a little bit of a different video today. It'll be mostly just me talking, so I'm just going to sort of explain a little bit of my personal life, I guess. I'll try and make it pretty interesting for you. I'll throw in some pictures, some clips and whatnot. But yeah, today's video is sort of to go through some of the things that I've done in the last 6 years since I was diagnosed with ulcerative colitis. I sort of just want to explain sort of how I guess I essentially somewhat cured it. I have it for my whole life essentially, so I haven't really cured it, but it's just like it's in remission, which is what they say when you've pretty much got it under control. Also, yes, I am driving, so there won't be much interesting shit going on. I just thought today would have been the best day to do it since I'm stuck in the car for the next hour and a bit. So anyway, may as well dive straight into it. So essentially, I was diagnosed with ulcerative colitis when I was 17. Which was about 6 years ago. I'm 23 now, so that's that. Where do I start? I can start. I found three key things crucial to me getting my ulcerative colitis into remission. So those three things being my stress levels, my active levels, sort of how much running or not running, just activity in general, and then the third one being my diet. So I guess I'll start with number one being my stress levels. So usually I find if I'm super anxious or nervous for things, it seems to trigger something to do with my stomach. So obviously for the last 6 years, I would probably the last 4 or 5, I would say I didn't really have those things or my stress under control, and I was always a super nervous person, and essentially probably didn't have much confidence in myself, to be honest with you. So how did I manage that? I wouldn't necessarily say that I managed it. I think it was just all about changing my lifestyle or doing a couple things. What the fuck? Or just changing a couple things around in my day-to-day life that I guess gave me more confidence. And essentially I think there's a couple things that I did to improve that, and that was definitely my, how to explain it? How do you get confidence?
You don't believe in yourself or have confidence because nobody ever told you how. I'm going to tell you how right now. You see, you need to understand it's very simple. Confidence is evidence-based. It's like that very famous Hormozy quote we've all heard. You don't become confident by shouting affirmations in the mirror, but by having a stack of undeniable proof that you are who you say you are. And the beautiful thing about confidence is that it is a universal language, meaning if I build confidence in myself through, let's say, building a physique I'm very proud of, I have shown myself I can delay gratification, I can be disciplined, I can be consistent, I can show up when I don't feel like it. Those behavioral traits solidify into my mind and my nervous system because neurons that fire together wire together, and I begin presenting those behaviors in other facets of my life. I recommend if you want to build confidence, do hard shit. Do things that scare you, that push you, mentally, physically, emotionally. Jesse Itzler calls this the misogi, and it's powerful. It's picking a challenge that is so big and so audacious that it freaks you out, and then you go out and you attack it. And the beauty of this process is more so what you learn about yourself along the way. That's why I love picking endurance events. I learn more about myself and what I'm capable of in preparing for a marathon or an ultra marathon than I actually do on race day. So if you want confidence, you need evidence. It isn't easy, but it is simple. Don't overcomplicate it.
I find I probably gained most of my confidence just through, obviously, movement. So that was one of my key factors in, I guess, curing it or getting into remission. So just by being fit and healthy, which also comes down to diet. So I feel like movement and diet essentially affected my confidence because I felt like, I dropped a bit of weight. So when I was first diagnosed, sorry if this is just fucking all over the joint, I'm just like, I haven't really got anything scripted, so I'm just like going straight off the top of my head. So we'll try and make something work. But yeah, so essentially when I was first diagnosed, I got smashed with just like steroids and all that fun stuff, which obviously made me put on weight, gave me the worst skin that I've ever had in my life. I'll actually try find a photo of how I looked when I was first diagnosed. I'll throw that in now. So obviously being 17, the way my skin looked and how I looked impacted my mental health hugely. And also because I was stuck in hospital for such a long time, on and off, I couldn't really get out and improve my physical health essentially. So I was sort of stuck in this bubble where I was having people tell me what I have to take, or I mean obviously I had to take medication daily and whatnot, which is all just part of it, unfortunately. I guess another big thing that impacted me was like, imagine being 17 years old, getting told you have to, or you wake up one day in hospital and you have someone come in and tell you that you essentially have to have surgery because they can't get you into a state where you can live day by day. Like, I was literally told that I might have to have surgery at 17 years old, which was fucked. That was probably one of the lowest points I've ever been at. That was so, I don't know how to really explain it. It was just like so hard on my mental health and all of that, because I would have essentially had to have surgery and had a stoma bag. Is like, I don't know how to really explain that. I'll throw a picture in of that. But yeah, essentially they wanted to put a stoma bag on me essentially when I was 17, and I was super against it. I mean, it's obviously if there was no cure for me, that's essentially what I would have had to get, but I just wanted to keep playing the time game, and obviously eventually that worked for me, but unfortunately it's not the case for everyone, which I understand. But yeah, so going into a bit of the I'm so bad at just talking to the camera. I played a massive time game. I went through ups and downs on multiple occasions over the last 6 years. I have tried multiple different things on trying to get everything under control. Eventually I have now, which has only just been the last few months where I've been sweet. So let me go into maybe a bit of some of my diet. So when I was first diagnosed, they threw me on, well, they didn't really throw me on, I was on a diet of low fiber. I think there's a name to it. If I can try and find that, I'll throw it on the screen for you. But yeah, essentially I was on a low fiber diet for, who knows, maybe 2 years or something. And then I found that I got bound up a fair bit, so obviously I had to slowly introduce fiber back into my diet. But a good thing with me is I'm literally like a dog. Like, I can eat the same thing every single day and be satisfied with that, which the people that know me, they know I eat literally the same shit every single day, and I get bagged for it, but works for me. So I have literally eaten the same breakfast for probably the last, I'd say, year, maybe 2. I actually made it up this morning, so I'll throw that clip in now, and I'll try to do a voiceover on it, and I'll show you what I have. So we'll run through that now. So essentially we'll start with 125 grams, roughly 1 cup of rolled oats. And yes, I use scales just because I'd rather not wash dishes. I'm lazy like that. Throw a bit of water in there, swish that around. Yeah, mate, that's fucking good to go. What's up next? We got a bit of frozen fruit. Usually like to go with a mixed bag, give it a bit of flavor, something a bit different, you know. That's how we roll. I think we throw that one into the microwave. Yes, I'm throwing plastic in the microwave. Big deal. Yep, that's that. 3, 2, 1, bang, microwave done. What do we got up next? I'm trying to remember what I did in chronological order. I think I threw some yogurt in there. Can be any yogurt. I just like to use protein yogurt. In Canada I was using just Greek yogurt, so vanilla flavored because the fucking plain shit sucks. Give that a good old mix around. She's Mickey Mouse. Looks a bit shit. But anyway, we'll throw some bananas in on that next. Throw 2 of those bad boys in there. Yep, that'll do. I think we gave that a mix around too. I'll be honest, I know it's not the greatest looking thing ever, but who cares? She does the job. Oh, lucky last, a bit of honey. Gotta fix the sweet tooth somehow. Bit of extra carbs, can't complain. 30 grams of that bad boy. And that is me brekkie done, Mickey Mouse done. I do throw that in the fridge for a bit just to let the oats settle in a bit. As we call them, they're over morning oats, not overnight oats, because I made them this morning. So yeah, that's back to me now in the car. That's essentially what I've eaten for brekkie for the last 1 to 2 years. Now I know it is a high calorie brekkie. That's purely just to fuel what I do during the day and shit. Like, I do have a fairly active lifestyle, so that's what gets me through the day until lunchtime at least. I'll throw screenshots in too. I'll type all it into MyFitnessPal so you can get a rough idea of what I eat, because essentially it's what I've eaten every day. Also, people do ask questions about alcohol and ulcerative colitis. Now, I have had my ups and downs with it. If I'm in a flare-up, no go, I won't touch it, I'll go sober, whatever. I did go through a period when I was first diagnosed where I probably didn't drink for a 1.5 years, I'd say. But through the last 6 years, I have obviously, I've gone through patches, that's for sure, where I have had long periods where I haven't drank. I have also had periods where I've like crashed out and drank essentially every weekend for months, which probably wasn't great for me. But yeah, I mean, what can you do? It's in the past now. But yeah, I sort of just try and manage it. Now where I'm at with drinking is just like, I'll drink, I might only drink really once a month. Like, I'm not the biggest drinker, to be honest with you. I'd like, if I am gonna drink, I'll drink. Like, that's why I sort of only drink once a month. I don't really go just have a couple beers. I'll go just blow out and drink fucking 20 beers, and then that sort of gets it out of me system for the month or couple months or whatever. What else I got? Go into a bit of stuff about having an active lifestyle. So I find if I do nothing in a day, the following day my stomach gets pretty bound up. So if I'm, say, sitting on a plane or sitting in a car, or I just don't go out and do something that day, like run, walk, it can be anything, bike ride, snowboard, whatever, surf. I find it's almost like my digestion slows down and my body can't process the food that I eat. So essentially I try and do something every single day. So I find if I do just the usual like 10,000 steps a day, I'm usually pretty sweet. I have been lucky enough to be over in Canada where, I mean, it's second nature to be outside it there. So it's like, yeah, either snowboarding, you can go run, you can go gym. I didn't go gym, but I was snowboarding every day. So, and in regards to going to Canada, I actually wasn't in remission before I went. So I was still having flare-ups on and off before I went, which made my specialists a little bit nervous because obviously I'm on the other side of the world, and if I have an extreme flare-up where I can't get to a hospital because of different healthcare and all that sort of shit, I essentially had to fly back home, and I would have potentially gone straight back to hospital if I had a severe flare-up. But obviously with sort of how strict I am, I guess, or not even how strict, but I just eat the same shit every day. Like, I'm the most basic person ever. I don't know, it's just how I've made things work. I know some people can't eat the same shit every day, but I'm just like, have a weird thing like that. I don't know if it's just like, if I have a bit of fucking autism up here or something, or I don't know what the go is, but I can literally eat the same shit every day, and I have people to back me on that. But yeah, moving to Canada, I personally believe it helped me so much, like to a next level almost, because I was outside every day snowboarding, doing something new. Like, I love that shit. Just going back in regards to like my skin and that sort of stuff, I would probably just say I wasn't happy how I looked essentially. When I was on steroids and stuff, my skin was the worst it's ever been. I had acne all over my face. I had acne all over my chest and my back, which essentially that's why I ended up covering my chest in tattoos, and I will be covering my back eventually, but it's kind of a process. Tattoos are fucking painful, so, and they cost a lot of money. But yeah, so that's, I'll throw a picture. I think I have a picture of what my chest looks like before I got it tattooed, so I'll try to find that and throw that in there in here now. So that's what that looks like. I'm just going to keep the camera rolling. This could be the worst video I've ever made. I do kind of want to keep it short and sweet, hopefully between 5 and 10 minutes. But since I'm terrible at explaining shit, it might be a little bit longer, but we'll see how we go. This video is going to be so all over the place, I can already tell. This is fucked. It is really just about finding what works for you. Like, obviously I played the time game. Time game doesn't work for everyone because, I mean, you can't judge how bad your condition's gonna be. Like, I was super lucky, I was super patient. It was pretty brutal going through it. Probably some of the most painful, longest process I've ever been through in my life. If anyone does have any questions just in regards to, say, traveling with a condition like ulcerative colitis, feel free to comment below. I'm more than happy to answer questions. I'm an open book, especially with this stuff, because I know how hard it can be. I mean, I didn't know I'd be able to do half the stuff that I've done. Like, in the last 2 years, the amount of travel, the amount of just things I've done in general has honestly blown my mind. Like, if you have any questions in regards to ulcerative colitis, or I know Crohn's is super similar, if you got any questions about that sort of stuff, feel free to comment. Like, I will answer all your questions, I will get back to you. Otherwise, if you don't want to comment, feel free to message me on Instagram at Declan Williams. I'll throw that up on the screen, so if you want to go head over there, shoot me a DM or something. Yeah, I'll more than happy to get back to you, because I know this video is probably useless. I don't know. I'm just talking shit. I also have nothing in my head. Like, I don't know. It's like as soon as I turn the camera on, every thought in my head just goes out the window. Where can I leave this? I don't know. I mean, I might just end this here, to be honest. Like, if I think of anything else, I'll add it in, but I don't know if I really helped in any way. But it's so hard to explain without a few dot points and shit, I guess. I was just going straight off the dome, off the rip, and that's what I've got for you, I guess. So yeah, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all the good shit. Follow me on Instagram at Declan Williams, and yeah, I'll see you later. Actually, just while I'm thinking about it, if you guys do have questions, and if I think this video is just absolute shit, like, I'll still upload it obviously, but yeah, I might make another video in regards to how I got myself into remission. So in that next video, I'll answer your questions in that. So drop all your questions below. I'll answer them in the next video. I will make another one because I feel like this video is not going to be the greatest in explaining it. I'll make it a bit more organized, and yeah, so if you do that, that'll help me out. for the next video, and yeah, I guess I'll leave yous there. See you later.